Hola todos, how are you? ¿Cómo está? Buenos dias. Buenos dias, good morning. I'm hoping you are well, ladies. So, yes, y'all, let's have a conversation about our Black womanhood and the need to feel good and the need to feel good right now because it's so important, you know. I was thinking about the idea of menopause and again how it's such a subject that is not really talked about in our homes as Black folks. We don't say, wow, you know, that woman is going through something. We think she's crazy. We say pray it away. We say it's the devil. But in actuality, sometimes suicidal thoughts that a lot of women have experienced and they may never tell you is the signs of menopause. I was watching very briefly, a video with a YouTuber that I really like, and a lot of people love her. And she was speaking today about menopausal thoughts. And, you know, I want to say, I mean, menopausal thoughts, because that's what they are. They're actually menopausal thoughts. But I wanted to say this as Black women, especially as Christian women. I'm not a Christian woman, but you can't pray everything away, and everything's not the devil. Some things are happening for other reasons. And yes, prayer works. And yes, prayer works, meditation works, visualization works, in addition to changing your diet, sitting with yourself and understanding who and what you are. You know, that change of life, most people will not understand it. I remember when I wasn't in menopause, but I was hanging out with a brother and his wife, and they were talking. She kept warning me. She said, "You know, no." He said it. He said, "You know, you be wanting to leave your wife, like the things they go through, the mental instability, the feeling away, the hot flashes, the all of that stuff. Like it affects your mind. And for a lot of women who don't understand that they're going through the change, they'll start thinking that they'll start feeling that depressed feeling as something permanent, and then they'll start thinking they don't want to be here." And I just want to any woman that is experiencing menopause or that you might not know you going through those menopausal issues where you're feeling like you don't want to be here, where you're feeling like something's after you or something's on you, is actually, you know what? I'm going to say this to you, and I know this. Black women, 40, late 40s, 50s, you have to actually have a whole new way of life. You have to watch what you watch on television. When you're postmenopausal or in menopause, you're actually more sensitive to the divine, more sensitive to messages. So therefore, your energy is more sensitive. You actually have to guard it more. You're actually getting a lot of wisdom. That this is where in indigenous cultures and even indigenous African cultures, where the woman, the menopausal woman or the elder woman, as some people say, the crone, in order for her, we talked about yesterday. Remember, y'all, I said I did this masterclass, and it was called Rites, Rituals, and Recipes. And one of the rites was RITES, was the understanding, the passing through from no longer bleeding woman, from a bleeding woman to a no longer bleeding woman, passing through kind of womanhood to really, you know, almost goddesshood, cronehood, wisdomhood. And it's all transitions. Oh my God. I mean, you know, people always wish for smooth transitions, but they're sometimes very difficult, particularly if we're untrained. If we don't understand that this is what's happening to me, this is what I'm going through. And I want to make sure that we understand that we need something different when we're getting older as we age. You can't treat a woman who is in her 40s or no longer bleeding as just like everybody else. She has a lot to give, a lot to express. But the thing is, she's more sensitive. So let me give you an example of even just from the diet perspective, how a good diet or changing in your diet will be necessary when you're going through menopausal symptoms, will be necessary when you're going through that rites of the bleeding woman to the non-bleeding woman. We need a rites of passage for us as 50, 40 plus, 50 plus women to say, hey, you're no longer a child. Now you educate children. Now you guide children. You are no longer, but there's a right. Let's celebrate your eldership. Let's celebrate your wisdom. And so But we have to first, as the individual going through it, celebrate. Ladies, you gotta change your diet. If you're drinking sodas and eating garbage and eating foods from any place, you're going to be more sensitive. You're not going to be able to eat out from anywhere. You're not going to be able to eat everybody's food. The same sodas that didn't bother you in your 20s and 30s, the same candy bars, the same junk food, they're going to affect you. You know why? Because you're sensitive. And that sensitivity, we're talking about spiritual people are sensitive. They're sensitive to energy, sensitive to auras, sensitive to spirits that may be around. So you're more sensitive. But if you're out of balance, because your hormones are going to be out of balance, that sensitivity could go right over. It's that thin line between, they say, genius and insanity. I'm going to say between wisdom and insanity, and you might go the other way. Because as your hormones are changing, you can't have all that sugar you used to have. You can't eat all that processed food you used to eat. You have to actually move into the sensitivity where it becomes a power and not a weakness. And that's what we don't know how to do. And I realize that. I can talk to you. I'm 51, going on 52 this year. I am a menopausal woman. I have not bled in 2 years. I have not had a cycle. I'm in it. I don't have as many hot flashes or night sweats as I used to. But a lot of that was due to situations where you're unhappy. You know, I know a lot of times too, when a woman has a hard time letting go of a man, whether she moves on to another one or not, if that man is still in her heart and she hasn't done the work around that menopause is going to be a little hard. And I remember when I was working with my doula, and she talked about the fact that what could possibly make for a very hard labor for a pregnant woman. And one of the things is unresolved past issues. Issues like she was molested. Issues like she was abused. Issues like she has fear of being a mother because her mother wasn't good and she's scared that she may not be good. These are all the underlying things that could actually prevent a woman from having a natural childbirth or a healthy childbirth or a childbirth with more ease. That when everything you haven't dealt with, it will come out of menopause. Everything you haven't let go of, it will come out of menopause. And if you don't understand and know how to sit with yourself, be in forms of meditation, eat foods that make you feel high vibrational frequency, eat foods that drink lots of water, eat green. Those greens are essential. That green smoothie, those salads, as much raw foods as possible, balanced with a good starch, a sweet potato or some brown rice or something that's grounded, or even quinoa. But you have to deal with the fact is that everything you've done before, when you become a menopausal woman, this is your chance to glow, to shine, and to give to others. But you first have to give to yourself. And I'm going to talk about the sensitivity. Oh, we're so sensitive. So, y'all, okay, ¿cómo está, by the way? Buenos días. Hola todos. Y'all, let me tell you how sensitive. When you're a spiritual woman, you're sensitive anyway, and you have to watch what you watch on television, watch what you watch on YouTube, watch what comes into your world, into your cipher. Y'all hear me? You got to be diligent with this ish, okay? And so I don't know, like I had this feeling I can't explain. It was like travel agent, being a stewardess, what do you call it? Flight attendant. I don't know why, it just kept coming to me. How cool would that be? Maybe fly around the world for free, go to Paris for lunch. All your friends and family can fly free too. You know, what a great time in my life, because the training is kind of rough, but I got the time that I actually could do it. How cool would that be? It's calling me, and I'm watching all these people that are very positive about their experience. And then there's this video, and there's this video with this sister, and she got hundreds of thousands of views talking about how horrible the whole experience is. And the more that I watched her, the worse that I felt. And I felt so bad. I felt like, ew, I feel yuck. And it jacked me up. My whole sleep was jacked. Like I couldn't really sleep. I tossing and turning. I felt like my body my body was feeling all weird. Do you understand the sensitivity that a divine feminine goddess woman has? Do you understand the great sensitivity that a menopause woman has? Why does she have it? So that she can feel and heal you. So that she can feel the divine, allow the divine to speak through her. That's the sensitive part. Do you understand? It's a gift to be a menopausal woman. It's a gift. But if you don't know, and you're going to continue to eat the garbage, do not. There's going to be a point where you say, no scary movies, no negative YouTubes, it's like cleaning, you know what it is? It's staying on your high flying disc at any cost. And the cost will be good because you're taking care of you. You're taking care of yourself. And we as spiritual women, we don't have that, and we have to start talking about it. Oh, we're going to lose. I wonder how many black women that were menopausal and he didn't know it, menopausal and knew it but didn't understand what that meant, have taken their lives because they're thinking that something's wrong. And of course, they start thinking that there's something after them, there's something on them, there's the devil, there's the negativity, when in actuality, you losing your mind. But you're losing your old mind to get a new one. Do you understand? You are losing your mind. Your mind, the way you thought, the way you felt, your role in life has changed. You are no longer in a sense, you're no longer the one that your children need in the same way. Some of us are getting divorces. So who we are is not who we are or who we were. And that is frightening for some. Because we don't know the rights. We don't understand going from one place to another. Do you see the detriment in African women in the diaspora, particularly in the U.S. that I know about, that don't talk about menopause? You know, I have this book, and I always tell you about it, the title of the book. And the book is, the title of the book is My People Don't Want Me to Talk About Slavery. And I feel like we should have a book called My People Don't Want Me to Talk About Menopause. It's like some weakness. It's like, I know it for black women too, that's the only women I know to talk about. It's almost like if we embrace that menopause is happening and we embrace that we need to pay attention to it and that give it that attention that it needs, we will actually be admitting that we're getting old. And I think I see it, like I said, and I'm not putting no shade. You color your hair every day. That is your business. Do it to your heart. But the fact is, you're still getting older. No matter how much dye you put on your hair, you're still aging, and that's a beautiful thing. Maybe if we were able to be seen in society as the menopausal, aging, beautiful goddesses with extremely high auras that we are, we could actually be a different person. We could actually understand what we're going through and start treating it better. And I just say that. I feel like menopause, like I said, I was watching the sister, and I was watching her pain, and I was watching her, she seems a little erratic, but I know that craziness. I know that craziness says, sit your crazy behind down and be one. Ain't nobody after you. Ain't no spirits coming to get you. Ain't no devil. What the Tracy Chapman said, she said, I believe the devil is a walking man. That's what the devil is. There is nothing spiritually after you. And at the same time there is. It is the spirit of your ancestors that say, now I can pass down the wisdom to you, queen. I can't give it to your daughter. I can't give it to her daughter. You are the next in line to receive divine information from your ancestors and the divine. And I need you to be in sync with me, your higher self. I need you to be in alignment with me, your higher self. And that's going to require you eat differently. That's going to require you watch differently. That's going to require you speak differently. That's going to require you believe differently. Do you understand, queens? We have to start somewhere. If you did not get that Sunday masterclass, Rituals, Rites, and Recipes, please get it, because it's very important. It's very important. This is an interesting time right now that we as goddesses are going through. And we're either going to make it, we're going to push through, or we're going to fall. And you ain't falling, not like they say, not on my watch. I'm not going to let you do that. We have to start taking mental care of ourselves and stop drinking and eating ourselves to death because we're so fearful of aging, so fearful that the children have grown, so fearful that we're not needed in the same way. You're not. You're needed in a better way. And you have the ability, you have the wisdom if you allow it to come. What happens to a society of Black women who don't want to move through the aging process and move through divine wisdom in order to save and help the children? We must stop fighting this. We must embrace it. And when you embrace it, you embrace love and beauty. The most beautiful beauty of all is that of a menopausal woman, of a woman of wisdom, is that of one that can pass down and save the future generations. Do you understand that your sensitivity matters, Black woman? Older Black woman, your sensitivity, we need it because you can sense some shit. You know what's coming. You know that block, don't go down there. Don't move down that street. It's about to rain. I don't know. I got my arthritis. My knees is hurting. Somebody about to have a baby. Somebody pregnant. I dreamt a fish. We don't do that shit no more. What's wrong? I need to get plastic surgery and get a fake ass booty so I can die early with some silicone in my butt. What's wrong? My titties are sagging. Instead of saying, no, these titties have nursed a whole bunch of folks and not just babies, men too. And a lot of us have over-nurtured the men in our lives and the children in our lives. And now don't even know how to nurture ourselves, so we put sugar and garbage into our bodies in hopes that we can forget the pain, but that shit will come upon you. Embrace who you are, love this, take long sea salt baths, drink lots of water, have green smoothies, take baths in spirulina. My masterclass, y'all. Another thing, too, is we have to start moving this kind of energy. This is a movement time. This is a move. Look how your body is made. Look at the wrist and then the elbow and then the shoulder. We're moving in motion. We're Black goddess, Oya goddess, women. We need to move. 40-something, 50-something. You got to move. You ain't doing no exercise. You're not walking in the park. You're not sitting down listening to the birds. We gotta move, y'all. And so I have a 21-day virtual intensive. Ladies, it's gonna be $147 on Friday. Don't wait. It's only $97 now, and it's 21 days, and I'm trying to move some ish. I'm celebrating me. We look at us, it's the idea, it's that nobody, though, it's not our fault. Why didn't my mother and my mother's mother, why didn't they sit me down and say, look, y'all, you're going to go through this thing called the change of life. And it's going to make you think you losing your effing mind. And at times you're going to not even want to be here because you can't understand what the heck you going through. But there are things that we used to do back in the day. Take this herb, nettles, to balance you. Take this herb, a red clover. Take this herb, red raspberry leaf. Take this herb. Sit down, get in the sauna, take a hot bath. Be with yourself. What do you want to do next? Do something that makes you feel good. The fact that I was even thinking travel agent, Spirit was like, we on the right track. It might not be, it might not. It's the fact that you're saying this is the time to reinvent and rediscover and do the things. If you kept yourself in good health, you good. If you're not in good health, you can still get into it. And my 21-day virtual intensive, the movement one is going to be very powerful. I love and and like I said, I watched it. I couldn't sleep. I was jacked, y'all. Now, by the way, I'm not having suicidal thoughts. Like I said, I watched this video with a sister that was admitting that, and I'm so thankful for her bravery. I feel like she's definitely calling out. She's definitely needing assistance, and y'all helping her. But all of y'all with that, when somebody say that, and y'all talk about Jesus and God, and you give it a little that's nice and all, but don't y'all, let me ask y'all, you Christian ladies, because you're my sisters, and I love you. You know I don't understand everything. So if I don't understand, I'm going to ask you. Do you think that the church might not really deal with mental illness or illnesses, mental unalignment in the right way? Do you think that maybe we need more than the verse and the phrase and the proverb? I mean, it's helpful, but do you think that it can't just say it's the devil and keep rebuking it, but yet you wake up and you feel like shit still? Do you think that we're responsible as spiritual people to make sure that our congregation is actually getting the mental health that they need? And see, this is the thing, because I think a lot of these churches are ran by men who will never go through the same menopause that you're going through. We need whole, healthy women that are very, very knowledgeable of the changes in life that a woman experiences. We need divine mothers and queen mothers to be leading these congregations and these churches and recognizing, sister, you need some help, and this is how you can get it, and this is what you're going to do, and this is what, and really from a holistic African perspective and not some Eurocentric bullshit. What y'all think? Let me know. All right, I'm the, hey, Life Mechanic, hola, hey, sis, hey, Brianna, how are you, darling? Hey, Vulnerable Majesty, hey, that hi to you too, hola, JJ from London, thank you, Life Mechanic, Mary Ellen, what a beautiful name, how you doing, sister? Alafia Nefertari, Judy, good morning to you, Buenos Dias, good morning, beautiful people, yes, Sonia, to you too as well, yes, I agree with you, I'm 46, I'm experiencing what you're speaking about. So needed this message. Ashe, you look good for your age. Black don't crack. Thank you, Sonia. Evolution in Disguise says, Mama, I'm 32 and I haven't been able to conceive. I owe these, are my issues. Bad mother, molested, unstable childhood. I'm preventing myself from pregnancy mentally. How can I heal? Oh, evolve, evolution in disguise. Thank you so much. I love you. Evolution. Evolution, honey. You ain't, yeah, you are evolving in disguise. Can't nobody see it, and sometimes you can't see it. But I will say this, I love you. You can have a baby, and you can get through these issues. I would love to see you in my $97 21-day. It's called The Movement. I keep forgetting, it's called Get Your Snatch Back, but it's Goddess Movement is what it's called. Because I'm going to really address, it's a whole thing. First of all, that feeling, the feelings are still in our body. That's why a lot of women, I'm telling you, when I did that Shake It Out, I did a video called Shake It Out, I think it was called, and how I said that so many women watched it, and they stopped me literally on the street when I was in Atlanta and other places and said I couldn't get pregnant. I had all these issues. And I did the physical movement that you showed, and I was pregnant right away. But I also listened to your healing abandonment issues. I listened to your, how to heal from toxicity or toxic relationships. It's everything. And this movement is talking of that. This movement course is about moving all of that out the way. I would love to have you as part of the course, just so you know that you can get over this. And I feel you, and I think, and I just give thanks. So thank you for sharing. I'm still with you, and I got more for you. Hey, Calamar, everybody, the price of Zenzit is Zenzit. Okay, I don't get that last one, but I love your talk. Love your hearings, Lisa. Thank you, Unk Woman. Hola, Monique. ¿Cómo estás? Erica says, I haven't been looking for ways to prepare for menopause. We watching the video today. Thank you. Yes, I have been looking good. This is very good. Yes, Judy. Sonia says, preach, sister. Yes, speak on this as vulnerability. Takia, give me that love. Thank you. Monique says, see, yes. Sonia Lucas says, for true. I'm just putting in my languages. Hey, Charisma, you're so right. I still have the visions and dreams. I'm grateful. Somebody's getting married soon. I think me, yes. Joyce says it's time, yes. Good morning, Lisa Marie. You better preach. I hope the YouTuber you are speaking of is watching this video. I know who you are speaking of. Yes, don't want to mention her name without permission. Exactly, me neither. And I saw you giving your wonderful advice. We need some help. Crimson Vegas, even I find constant plastic surgery more and more unattractive. I know men do. I look at men and be like, ooh, let's not keep doing that. Maybe we went too far. Hey, Marsha, the truth, she says. Better me for life. Yes, Felf. Okay, I appreciate this topic. Thank you, Aliana. Wow, feeling all of what you're saying. I'm 55 and I'm revamping and loving it. Yes. Hey, Chanel. Not only the church, but our society in general does not treat mental illness well. You are absolutely right. Yes, Nettles works wonders. Great for teas. Exactly, Marsha. Erica says, if you're thinking about or are on the fence about purchasing Lisa Marie's courses, I recently started taking all of them, and they are worth every dime. Oh, mucho gracias. Thank you, darling. Hey, Karen, thank you for working for us, darling. Auntie Lisa Marie, how you doing? Lovely. Takia says, so in alignment with universal truth. I love you. Your messages are always inspiring and exactly what we need to hear. Thank you. Calamar says, in my opinion, a good church will acknowledge mental illness, make sure their congregation has what they need, even if they bring the help center within the church, which would be really wonderful. I want to join. When does it start? Evolution, it starts this Sunday from 9 to 11 Eastern Standard Time, and right now it's $97. By midnight Friday, it'll be $147. I want you to get in. I'll leave the link in the description box. Girl, you're going to love it. It's going to change your life. Nothing in the church and the world be separated. We are all connected as one multidimensional. Yes, thank you, says Evolution. You're right. Column on Lisa Marie, the price of sensitivity is sensitivity. Yes, Queen, right? Hello, says Lakeisha. Research black cohorts, y'all. Yes, black cohorts for menopausal symptoms are wonderful. Hey, Melanin Rich, thank you for that. We have to take care of us. Yes, we do, Melanin. Apple cider vinegar for hot flashes works all the time. Let me tell you some other things. Thank you, Life Mechanic. Good morning. Can you keep the special until Sunday? The special until Sunday. The special, for Shays, get in touch with me. We'll work something out. Black cohorts is connection to menopause and fibroids, etc. Okay, in connection. Okay, morning people, yes. I would have missed this if I did not happen to see you. YouTube is never one time. Oh, I'm so sorry. How are you? So welcome. Yes, y'all. But it was this. You know what though? Let me say this too. Watch out for that negativity, because actually it builds on itself, just like positivity. So I saw the negative video, then I didn't sleep well, so I had the negative sleep. Then I woke up, why did I hit this video with the negative video? I won't say it was negative, but it was just sad, and it wasn't, after a while I was like, no. And like I cut the video off, and I cut it off more because this idea that this evil spirit is following you around, I know. Oh, I know it's black folks, I know. It's so hard. I know my Caribbean sisters too. I know you're really, black women too, you're into this. You're into the negative spirit. It's something outside. It's something outside and it's getting me. And I got to call on Jesus to rebuke it. But nah, it's not outside. I promise y'all it's inside. And isn't that the best? It's going to save you a whole bunch of money to deal with the inside than spend buying people to take a spell off of you. You got it. You got it. It's inside. Anything that's going on is inside. And that's the power that you have, that you would want to take care of it. You know, being a black woman ain't easy. Maybe at one time it was, but it damn sure ain't right now. We're supposed to look at this woman. Did you see that article? Did you see that video that was going on Facebook? It was the Indian doctor talking about the racism when it comes to heart attacks in black women, and that black women are diagnosed more with heart attacks or heart issues or heart disease than anybody else because nobody wants to take them seriously. You know, I can't stand in the comment section. People like, you a strong black woman. You a strong black woman. You could do it. Shit, that ain't enough. Your words ain't helping. I'm not that strong. Do you understand? Can black women say that? Can we fucking have a day where we say that? Guess what? I ain't that goddamn strong, okay? That's real talk. I ain't that strong today. This moment, I ain't feeling that strong. You know, I ain't never really been that strong. We're not that strong. Nobody is, because it's not normal. We're fragile, and we're beautiful, and we're sensitive, and we're soft. We ain't strong all the damn time. And we should be okay to say that shit and walk that. And when you say it, switch your ass down the street and know you a badass B. Because I'm done now. Dear strength, do you understand what I just said? That your bad AB, that your badness is the strength, and your vulnerability is sexy and beautiful and it's real. I can hear that call. I am not always strong. No one is. We're sensitive human beings as black women. That's why we hold the whole goddamn world up, okay? I'm sorry. I'm going in. I don't want to hold the world up. We don't do that. But we got to stop doing that shit. We got to stop. Say it. I ain't that damn strong. I ain't that damn strong. Don't you can't stand, I can't, you know what? I'm not lying to you. I don't know, it's my 50s plus, my 50 years, but I can't stand when a man be like, you know you got this, you a strong black woman. I do not feel like complimented at all. I feel like it's saying, shit, I can't help you. You black women, work it out your damn self. When you say that to me, black man, I feel like you ain't there for me. Don't that sound crazy? That might sound, I'm a menopausal woman. I get a right to be crack, crack, as my Gullah Geechee say. Instead of cray, cray, they say crack, crack. But we are cracked because we need you to say, no, this woman is saying that she can't just handle it. She needs help. And I say, let's help our sisters. Let's help our sisters. Another thing I want to say too to the menopausal woman in the video, I want to say, you know, all this is normal. When you let your job go, now you're home, your kids are grown, you're finding your own way. It's just that we're doing it in isolation. We need to have groups. That's why I created the Blackberry Beauty Academy, and I didn't really even understand it then. We need to have groups so we could be like, girl, I felt like hurting somebody today, or girl, I felt like hurting myself. Can you imagine? Girl, I'm this menopause. Girl, let me get that black cohosh. Girl, what's that herb you was talking about? Girl, let's go get a manicure and a pedicure and then put your feet up. Girl, you know what? Let's go walk in nature. Can you imagine that if we did that as women? We got to, the need for each other is more prevalent than anything else as black women. The need for each other as women in general, to be honest. But black women, because I know our struggle, for those that are not black that watch me, we have a belief that you don't air your dirty laundry out in public. That's why I love that sister for doing that, and she always does. We have a belief that you keep your business to yourself, even if your business is goddamn insanity and you're suffering. We have a belief that we are so strong that we'll just get over anything. All we got to do is pray that shit away. Okay? So you got to understand that the belief that we're dealing with is that we don't even matter enough to be broken. We don't matter enough to be sensitive. We don't matter enough to not be strong. Like, that's not cool. That's what the slave master thought when they was doing numerous examinations or experiments, so-called in the field, because of medical experimentation on children, enslaved African children and women, horrific so-called experiments, because they said we don't feel pain the same way. Now you think about that blacks don't feel pain the same way. And then think about how that is so prevalent among blacks that we don't feel pain the same way. We got to do better. We got to do better. I need y'all to do better. I need y'all to do better. I need us to do better. Okay, yes. That's right. I see some good stuff there. I see some good stuff coming up. Thank you, ladies. I love it. Yes, Shay. I got you, Shay. Morning, people. Yes, great. Yes. Question mark. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. You missed so much of the conversation. Don't worry. Need up. You're gonna get it. Hey, Melanin. Good, Takia. Do your research, sis. It can help with keeping the vagina wet as well. It's good for many things, but of course, everyone is different. Thank you, Melanie Rich. Old Remedy. Lydia Pickham. Very good. It's called Lydia Pickham. Aliana, thank you. Real talk, being honest with ourselves, be vulnerable. Yes. Speak the truth, sisters, in the love. Thank you, Melanin. Takia. Okay, thanks so much. I know my mother took it for her menopause. I definitely will research it for sure. Heart attacks. Come on now. Now, Carla talking. Heart attacks equal broken hearts. Non-acceptance, loss of love. We need lots of love and support. No one can do it alone. Yes, Queen. The Need Up says, I have to say something about heart trouble. Ladies, let's change our diets. Yes, you got it. I talked about to prevent heart attacks and other diseases. All you can do. Yes, it's the diet. I say it, but you know what? Think about this, Queens, and I said this before. The food that you reach for has everything to do with how you're feeling about yourself. So if you're not feeling good, or you feeling cray-cray, crack, or you don't understand what's going on, that sugar's going to be that quick fix. That soda's going to be that quick fix. And the idea is it's not. And that's why we're having so many mental issues, because we're really using the food to self-medicate because we don't understand what's going on. So yes, diet, darling, you are right. I definitely speak on it. Okay, yes, yes, but you're right. Thank you, Nita. I appreciate you. I hear, sis. Yes, we got to acknowledge that we need help to even change. We must be here for one another. Yes, yes, Calamar, truth. Right, seriously, yes. Unity is strength. Yes, yes, Lakeisha, that is how I was raised. Keep your business to yourself. I'm finding out that is not good, right? And Tamwan, I got you, Queen. There is help in nature. That's right. That's right, Nita. There is help in nature for all problems, what is supposed to be for women medically. Yes, absolutely. Preach that truth that slaps you in the face. It's hitting hard. Yes, Tamu. Back to the circle rituals, hugs, holding hands, and commune with loving trust and assistance, being there for one another. Yes, Calamar. Nexo Dose 66. Yes, demonic betrayal. Oh, I hope so. Demonic Betrayal says, Mama Nubia, will you be able to attend Queen Afua's retreat this summer in California? I hope so, Queen. I would in California. Oh, I don't know, California. I got to think about that. Okay, Takia says, Black women give so much of ourselves, but not enough to ourselves. Excellent, yes. Need Up says, they are crazy. Once upon a time, believed that animals did not have a soul until I experienced something that changed my mind. I can share a lot with you, Black Beauty. You can pass along. Thank you, Queen. I accept it. Sisters, don't forget to thumbs up this video. Thank you, Miss Jackie. My mom, born in 1963, says she's a loner. I think that belief keeps her in pain. Oh, you speaking. She trusts and values no one. NSD, my mother was too, and she died at 57 years old of so-called lung cancer. And I know that isolation is not good for us. Both my parents died from heart attacks. Monique, speak. Also subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you, Jacqueline. Please subscribe, ladies. Tamuan says, my mother never spoke up and she perished with all the hurt. Ooh, let's talk. Wrapped up inside, and I'm struggling not to fall into that space, moving through the hurt. Heart attack was my mother's demise. Come on, queens. Y'all getting me. I love y'all. Liberosa Beauty. Yep, I've heard that always eating, wanting sweets means you feel that you're lacking in love. Yes. Bread and heavy foods mean you feel fulfilled. Yes, queen. The Need Up says, I have grew up with herbs and have lots of experience in this, not only women, but men problems. Come on, Queen. I was passing information to my son, but I lost him. Oh, Queen, I'm here to receive, and I'm so thankful you came into my life. Aliana says, yes, it's an herb. Old school was recommended from a wise older mother. Look it up. Lydia Pinkham, ladies. Thank you. Wow, NSD. Need Up says, Black Beauty, my other children really do not or want to learn. I grew up learning how to make home medicines. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Mama. I'm here with you. I'm here to learn. I accept the information you will pass down to me, and I will use it responsibly. And that's just the truth. Our sister's hurting, y'all. We got other sisters hurting. You know, I looked at YouTube and I just say, you know, I'm watching her because I know, see, that menopause could be the most liberating feeling in the world. And even that is looking crazy to people. Be like, girl, mama done went crazy. Mama done quit her job. Mama don't want to hang out in the ladies and the senior citizen. Mama says she going taking a trip around the world. Mama actually taking Zumba. Mama too old for that. Mama want to drive a race car. Like, either way, the way we're looked at, okay, either way, the way we're looked at is, for menopause, is we're crazy because we're celebrating or we're not. And I think with this particular YouTuber, she's feeling the wild side too. Because I felt it too. I came up with the babs and the language, and y'all going nuts, going, this woman is crack. Like, because it's the wild woman that really is the one that wants to rise. But if you're not balanced, it's the sad, it's the hurt, it's the unhealed hurt woman that may win. And we're not trying to have that. We can't do that to ourselves. I don't want that for y'all. I want you to come into this moving intensive because now I kind of really understand what it is. I'm just thinking I'm thinking when somebody does a YouTube and she says that she wanted to take her life, we should all be taking that very seriously. And what I know about menopause, I know that feeling can come up, but it's not true. It's just all that stuff that's inside of you that needs to be cleansed. And Jesus is good. I know he is. But he can't do it all. You have free will. And you got to seek help from all the resources that you can. So I give thanks and I give praises for you all today. I give thanks and give praises to our ancestors. And I give thanks and praises to all the knowledge and wisdom, whether they come through herbs, sacred medicine, sacred talk, sacred healing. We've got to stick together and we got to come together. And I'm doing my 21-day intensive. And if y'all can get that $97 together, this movement thing is going to be powerful. And we need to bring our sister in. You know, sometimes I think, you know, I watched this sister. I remember she was talking about the law of attraction, and she was talking about the law of attraction. She was talking about the secret. She was talking about, and of course the Christians got mad, be like, that's devil stuff. What you talking about? And I saw her searching and was getting into it. But I think a lot of times when we are religious, a lot of times that religion fights with our spirituality. And the kind of insanity that we create is the insanity that we create from not wanting to be against this, or if anything goes wrong, it's because I went against Jesus because I was doing this metaphysics thing. And it wasn't that. Or when you get scared, well, let's go back to Jesus. God is good in all forms. And I will say that, but only as good as you feel. You're going to be okay, ladies. We going to be okay. All right? Okay, so I got to go pay a water bill. Okay, which means I got to go to the bathroom. Some people leave Earth without accomplishing what they came to do. No love and support for self, no others, nor for anyone else. We got the superpower to change things. Yes, Calamar. Peace, Queens. We must return to our natural Earth for healing. Yes, Ebony, absolutely right. On Facebook Messenger is how I can talk to you. Okay, we'll do that need up. Okay. Thank you for the love, demonic betrayal. And everyday Shiro, a hero, working together as one. Yes. Need up. You got my name, and we can do this also. Besides the other thing we were doing. Yes, ma'am. Shy. How you doing? Thank you for the love. Erica, thank you for the love. Demonic says true. Marvelous Mary says that is very true. So true, says Erica. Hey, Sharon. Look, menopause is not just about the attitude you have while experiencing it. It's a physical, medical change in a woman's body. Thank you for the link. It is, y'all. It is. Calamar says, I take feelings and emotional struggles very seriously. I send so much healing light and real love to all right here on beloved, beautiful planet Earth. Thank you, and I receive it. Victory, peace and blessings to you, Black Beauty in chat room. Peace and blessings to you, Victory. The Need Up says, in the Bible, Jesus says, do not worship me, but the Father. Woo! Well, hey now. I love it. Ebony says, yes, we will be okay. Yes. Aquarius Jones says, so excited about the March intensive. Yes. Will we be learning ritual before the equinox, Queen? Yes. We will. That's why we're doing it, Queen. Yes. Thank you for asking. Yes, the Need Up says, Sha. Sharon says, learning the ed ways to naturally trap Siri. Come on, girl. Love you. But peeps, forget that the Christ is a healer of all kinds. Christ is an energy. Yes. I missed the live. I look forward to seeing the replay. Please do, Victory. You might like a new young sister on here called New Mind Frame. We need to connect across generations. Absolutely. I'll check her out, darling. Dang, my phone. Natural remedies will help the transition. Okay. I thought you speaking another language, girl. I was getting it, too. I was going to say, now what? Okay. Calamar, so true. Frack says, Tia. Thanks, Calamar. Yes, y'all. I moved to Raleigh. Need to contact you. Better, girl. You better. You know I'm in Durham. I would love for you to do it. My email is blackberrybeauty@gmail.com for anybody that wants to email me, blackberrybeauty@gmail.com. All right, y'all. I'm going to go take care of myself. I don't have 4 dang things of water, and the water bill says pay me right now. I love you, Queens. I'll leave the link to the past Masterclass in the description box, as well as the upcoming movement class. And we're going to move some stuff. You know, when my sister's hurting, I'm hurting. And I mean that. And yes. All right, Queens. I love you. I'm not going to be shamed for a minute that I'm not Superwoman, nor do I always want to be. Yes, Tia. I told my man that. Yes, Queen. Go ahead. I love y'all. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy.